Ho, ho, ho. It is I, Senor Claus Donut. Senor Donut. You know what? I messed it up, but it doesn't matter. It's Senor Donut Claus. And with me, as always, on this rip-roaring episode is the goodest of boys, Mr. Grant Patrizio.
Oh, I appreciate the compliment, Senior Donut Claus, but the real goodest of boys, Tango, decided to just chill on the office chair just off screen. He is the goodest of boys, and he is joining us in the ho ho holiday spirit. By the way, love the mask.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I haven't even debuted this mask yet, for my Twitch people yet. You are the
What?
first one to see this mask. But, by the time this episode comes out, everyone has
Everybody will
already
have
seen
seen it
this mask.
already.
But
You
still,
know.
debut of this mask. Um, my mask guy did a fantastic job, although I did ask him to redo it because there were certain things that I did not like about it.
Oh
But,
man.
we'll see, we'll see. My mask guy is fantastic. It's just that sometimes he doesn't send me a sketch before he begins on his work, and then we have issues like this. But I digress. Um
Sounds like any artistic collaboration. There are such things that happen at every stage of the process. Bumps are had. It's all fine. It's all
Yeah, yeah.
fine.
All fine, all fine. How are you doing, Grant? Have you been naughty or nice?
I'd like to think I've been at least fairly nice. Just
Would your
staying on my
boyfriend think you were naughty? Ho, ho! Sorry.
that is a question not to be answered on this show. Anyway, anyway, I guess naughty in the right ways.
Hey.
Anyway, um. How about you, Senior Donut Claus? Everybody in that household on the nice list?
Everyone except for my little mini donut. He's a good
Ah,
boy. He's great, but man, some of the time, some of the things he does just, drives me up the wall. Like, even to
oh,
the point where, Senorita Donut has been like, I wanna yeet our child sometimes." I know, it's crazy, it's crazy. Senorita Donut is the most patient person I've ever met in my life, and
right?
the fact that even she is like, "You know what? I could definitely see how people want to yeet their child."
Oh my god.
And I'm like inside, I'm like, "Damn, that's crazy that even she would be like that." But also on the inside, I'm like, "Good, it's not just me." I guess this is parenting though, every parent goes through that bit. I'm
I didn't
sure
realize
you've had
parenting had a phase where you're internally heating your children, but this is good to know.
I'm sure you felt that way sometimes with Tango, where you're just like, "Tango, why did you do that?" Or you're frustrated at Tango and you're like, "Ah," you know?
I mean, he did have a really silly moment earlier today. I keep a bunch of filtered water, big jugs of it in the fridge because I
Mhm.
drink a lot of water. And
As
I
you
took
should.
hydration is key, but I
Hydro
took two
homies.
of hydro hashtag hydro homies.
That's
Anyway,
right.
um, I took two of the jugs out to fill them up before we started recording, and tell me why he thought it was a good idea to be like, I am claiming the refrigerator as my hangout.
Like, he
He just
literally
like
jumped in the fridge.
he jumped in the fridge. And I'm just like, dude, no, you will become an orange creamsicle cat. Let's get you out of here. No. And then, after I did that and put the jugs where they need to be to get refilled, he almost hopped in there again.
What?
I'm like, dude, it is cold outside. Outside is a refrigerator. You don't need to go into one. What is happening? But
Maybe
now, as a
he's
token of
maybe he was hot.
apology and wanting to spend time, he's just off screen. So,
Aw.
yeah. That's
So
the thing with my little boy. He knows how to apologize in his own feline way once he realizes, "Oh, no. I made an oops."
Oh, man. I noticed you're wearing a Dragon Ball Z shirt.
Yes. Boyfriend got
So
this for me a while back.
amazing, first of all, but, uh, I believe I've told you before that, I've been trying to get my son into anime, and I've
Mhm.
failed multiple times with
Oh,
different
no.
animes that I thought he would enjoy. Like, I tried Dragon Ball, I tried,
Okay.
I there was this cat anime that he really liked, because they're super short and they're cute, but
And it wasn't
anything.
Samurai Pizza Cats?
No, it was not Samurai Pizza Cats. I forget exactly what it was called, um,
Hate to
but
interrupt, Senor Ho Ho Donut, but your beard's falling off.
oh, no. I didn't even notice it fall off. My goodness. Where's my donut? There it is, okay. There it is. There we go. It's on now. Damn, I was outed as not being Santa Claus immediately.
Was I
Oh
not
my
supposed to
goodness.
do that or just let the beard continue falling as a sight gag?
Dude, I'm sure I would have never noticed it, and we would have recorded this whole episode with half my beard hanging off. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
man.
Um, but yeah, I've tried different animes and everything, and it's just he's not in anything with conflict. He doesn't enjoy. He immediately
Oh,
covers his ears, and he's like, "Dad, I don't like this," and I'm like, "Okay." And I've gotten so sad because I want to introduce anime to him, right? And
yeah.
he's gotten into soccer recently. So
Hmm.
because we've signed him up for like a soccer thing after school, and he goes on Mondays and whatever, and he's been having a great time. And I was like, "Okay, soccer. Hmm, there are some soccer animes." So I decided to show him Captain Tsubasa. Um,
Ooh.
and he really enjoys the anime, and as soon as I put it on for him and, like, he was like, "Daddy, I like this," and he's, like, mimicking, like, the shots and the poses and everything, and I'm just like tiny tears start to go down
Oh.
my eyes because I finally found an anime that he can enjoy, and this is like Captain Tsubasa is his gateway into the world of anime. I'm just waiting for the day that he comes up to me on his own volition and he's like, "Hey, Dad, I found this anime called Hajime no Ippo. It's really cool."
I
That
love
is
Hajime no Ippo. Boyfriend and I watched that one.
my favorite anime. Favorite anime. If he starts watching that of his own volition, I swear it's gonna be like crying, big hugs, everything. Like, I love my kid, but I'll always give him big hugs, even though he's not really a hugger. Um, but man, when he tells me if he ever tells me that that's like a really good anime, it's just gonna be like full on ugly crying, thanking the heavens finally for this mana from heaven. Um, just yeah, I want to like, okay, so here it is. As a parent, you want to share your loves with your child, but you don't
Of
want
course.
to burden them with what you love. You
Right.
want them to just kinda come to it naturally, and then, if they like it, you can bond over that, but if if he likes something else, I'm gonna have to like that and bond with him over that, you know? Um, so it's weird, man, like, this whole, like, being a parent and like trying to not influence your child's likes, but also give them space to grow,
Yeah.
and, find out about life on their own, but protecting them at the same time from the horrors of life. It's just like, man,
It
there's
really
so
is a
much.
balancing act.
It 100% is a balancing act. But I did find a way to slightly introduce him into Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, yeah?
There is a Dragon Ball Z advent calendar that I got years ago, and I think somebody gave it to me, um, but I put all the figures like, as soon as I opened them and found them out, I put all the figures back in the box the same way that they were ordered because
Mhm.
I was like, "Okay, I mean, I don't have anywhere to put them really. I can't display them or any I don't have a desk to do so." So, I put them all in the box not knowing years later actually, no, it was a conscious effort because I was like, "Years later, when I have my first kid, I'm gonna do this for him, and he's gonna look at these figures and be like, 'Oh,' and have adventures with all of them." So he's pulling open the days of the advent calendar, finding out about Dragon Ball characters. The other day, I heard him say, "Kamehameha!"
He fired a Kamehameha! Uncle Grant is so proud.
I
Oh
was
my
so
god.
proud. I was, like, just smiling, nodding my head. It was great. Fantastic.
Oh my
Um,
god.
so yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to get him into Dragon Ball Z, by showing him the characters and then talking a little bit about them so that
Yeah.
he understands a little bit, and maybe when he actually starts watching it, he'll be like, "Oh, it's this guy from so and so." But we'll see what happens.
We'll see. I mean, firing Kamehamehas is already a good start, I
Right?
would say. I would say.
Right? Amazing part. Anyways, I've blathered on for far too long.
Oh,
Grant,
fuff. Oh, fuff. It's been a minute since we sat down. It's
it
good to
has
get
been.
it's good to
It
catch up.
has been. Last time we recorded, Grant, do you remember what
Yes.
we did last time at the end of the episode?
Oh yeah, we opened some packs to see who got the higher value pack.
Not just the
And
higher value pack, but also the higher value card.
right. We did. Want to tell him or should I?
Please, I have been talking for far too long, Grant. Please.
Okay. Well, the short answer is you kicked my butt,
That's
Senior
right.
Donut.
That's what I'm talking about.
You kicked my butt to the Shadow Realm and back. You kicked it that hard. You're from our esteemed editor and card value researcher. Thank you again for doing this for us, buddy. You got the highest value card being Monstro at $8, and
Mhm.
that was also just generally your highest value pack.
Yeah.
I didn't even bother to remember the name of the card that was my highest value because it was something with a very convoluted name, like many of Yu-Gi-Oh's more modern cards, and it was only $1.50. So that you won by a landslide, good sir.
I
A
did. I did.
landslide.
I'm I'm kind of surprised by that because
I'm not.
really? Because I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh's been around for so much longer than Lorcana has. It has a storied history, has, memorable characters, memorable monsters, none of which you pulled, I believe.
I think I got like one thing related to something from a more modern anime season, but like I was looking for a retrain of the Dark Magician Girl, and I didn't even get anywhere close to that realm, that series, even in any of the things I pulled.
Yeah,
So
I didn't even pull a legendary card. I think I pulled a the card that I pulled that was super expensive in relative terms to what you pulled was a foil Monstro card that is rare. Not even super rare, just a rare card that is foil. I didn't even know um that that card was so much. And like we were talking about during the episode, the value of cards really depends on the current meta of the game.
exactly.
So, you could have a super rare card, but it's not like Pokemon where whatever rare cards are the ones that are going to fetch high prices. That game isn't about meta and prices. That game is about whatever shiny, you know, epic card you can pull.
Hmm.
And that's the difference between these games that we were talking about during our TCG episode.
Yeah.
But I think moving forward, we're gonna do a couple of YouTube shorts on our polls and see who gets what.
Yeah. It'll give me more reasons to actually hunt the cards that I'm looking for to make my Dark Magician deck a little bit more meta viable because that's really why I pull the cards to make decks
Mm.
that I have stronger. And I am getting another sizable collection of a bunch of things that I either know or don't because again, Yu-Gi-Oh card names for the modern archetypes belong on a Kingdom Hearts title screen. But yeah, we there will be more polls. They may come up as shorts or TikToks. We haven't decided the full logistics yet, but that does sound like fun.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. So, Grant, we start every episode with a "What have you been playing?" So, let's go back to our tradition. Let's open up that can of worms and what have you been playing, Grant?
I actually got inspired by a certain beard-toting holiday donut to pick up a couple of games that I had seen them play. By them, I
Mm.
mean you. I hope you know. Um,
I have
Kirby Air
no
Riders.
idea who else you know that has a donut mask.
I figured make it clear this time.
Fair.
Um, Kirby Air Riders, Claire Obscure 33.
Really?
I did pick that up.
Wow.
I saw a post online where it was nominated for several best voice acting performances, and I'm just
Mhm,
like, okay, I've got to see what this game is about now. I remember seeing Donut stream it. It's a turn-based RPG. I got to see what it's like.
mhm.
So that's why I picked that one up. I picked up Kirby Air Riders just because it was about
Kirby.
time. At yes, Kirby. And I also picked up like it was a $30 game,
Okay.
Dogman Mission Impossible. And yes, possible was spelled PAW hyphen Sybil. Um,
Don't you read those books for your voice acting gig?
and that's why I picked it up when I saw it. Because
Hmm,
it's like, wow, I didn't even know this game existed. I'm kind of attached to the series in one form or another. Let's see what it's like. I actually streamed the first like world and a half of it on Thursday of last week, and it's a fun little platformer. It's you learn new abilities as you go, you play as the main heroes, and right now it's a mystery of why all of their previous villains are sort of being villains again. Um
do they not turn did oh, sorry, do they have, like, a redemption arc and go good and
One of them did. The first villain did. Petey the cat had a redemption arc after literally Dr. Eviling a smaller cloned version of himself, which started calling him Papa, Lil Petey.
okay.
So basically the dynamic is Lil Petey comes out as a clone and tries to influence Petey to be good. And Petey is just like, I am a villain, don't you get I have to he's my son. I have to raise him right. I have to be good now. It's so hard though. Um Grandpa Petey is still a villain, though, and we briefly saw him in the opening cutscene. Um, but all we know is that some villains have been let out of jail. Other villains are, being resuscitated somehow. We don't know how yet. And it's basically up to the Super Buddies with Dogman, Lil Petey, and their robot named 80-HD, or when read, ADHD. Um,
Oh, that's clever. I love that.
it's up to those three in their super team to basically save the city from this renewed batch of villainy from all their past foes.
Wow.
Yeah,
How did it play? How is it?
it's like it's a fun little platformer. You
Mhm.
have to give the characters a little bit of space to do a running start to make some
Okay.
of the jumps. It's
Sure.
got that. It's got those sorts of physics. It's
I mean,
not
that
like
makes sense.
yeah, it's not just Mario where you start at full tilt and then when you
Mhm.
run or hold the run button, you run at full tilt. You have to
Mhm.
give them a little bit of a wind up in the running animation.
Okay.
Um, I unlocked digging and a grappling hook for Dogman. I've unlocked wall jumping for Little Petey, and
S
ADHD has the ability to push and pull heavy objects. I'm sure I'll be getting
Okay.
more abilities through each level, but right now it's just a fun little game with a quirky little story that really only progresses when you get to bosses.
Okay. So it sounded for a second like you have upgrades that you can purchase. Is that like through a skill tree or just
It's
through story?
it's just through the story of the game. You get to
Oh,
certain
okay.
rooms where it's like collect cogs to build a super gadget, and you collect the cogs and you get the new ability, and then it's just permanently added to your arsenal.
It sounds very Metroidvania like almost, where you collect things by, moving through rooms or whatever.
It does have those design elements, but it is also a very straightforward platformer.
I mean, it
Like
is made
it's
for kids, right? So,
right, of course. But it's not like it's Metroidvania in the sense that you go through rooms and each room is on its own screen and they're like alternate pathways to get collectibles, but each level has a start and an end point. It's
okay.
not just like exploring the entire city and doing the quests and stuff as they happen. It's start point, end point of a stage. get taken back to a world map to select the next stage, etc., etc., etc.
Gotcha. Okay. That sounds fun.
It is. It was a nice, quaint little game. And when bigger projects aren't going on, I might be jumping back into that one every so often,
Nice.
using the voices I use in the audiobooks where relevant.
How many well, I mean, you must do all the characters because you read the book, right?
I do. That's right.
Oh, okay. So
And you
why didn't they
actually
hire you for the game?
ah, that's a good question. I just don't think they wanted voice acting in the game because aside from a few like stock sound effects, there isn't any.
Oh, okay.
Um, I have been asked why I wasn't hired for the movie, and to that, I don't have an answer.
Because Hollywood wants big names attached to things, that's why.
Yeah, and
That's why we
probably
got
because
Chris Pratt as Mario.
moving on. Ben Schwartz as Sonic was good. Chris Pratt as Mario. Moving on.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Uh,
man, but
what else
yeah,
what else are you playing?
though honestly, those three are really it. Just mostly because I've been preparing for the Pokemon Legends ZA DLC dropping this week, and
Oh, that's
once
right.
that drops, I'm gonna be playing that on my Thursdays again on stream. And the second I heard that in the DLC, Pokemon can actually be over level 100 for your encounters, I'm just like, that is a first in series history. I need to be prepared.
Mm,
I am going full childhood mode and raising all of the legendaries I got in the game, all 5 of them, to level 100 just to try and survive.
so you can raise them to level 100 or even over that?
You can raise your Pokemon to level 100. The wild encounters will be over level 100. That's all we
Oh,
know.
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, if you and this is dating myself horrendously. If you ever pulled the missing no glitch back in the original Red and Blue, you could actually catch Pokemon that were over level 100. And then when you battled with them, they would revert to their level 100 level and stats. So I remember seeing like a level 145 Kangaskhan, a level 126 Pidgey, things
Jesus.
like that, depending on because the missing no exploit, it's not a code, but the missing no exploit, I guess I'll call it,
Mhm.
um, just pulls from random data from your gameplay of Red and Blue,
Mm,
depending on when you activate it. Um, so yeah, it could be a bunch of different Pokemon in those positions, or like on that one little strip of Cinnabar Island's coastline, and it really depends on the last area you were in. That dictates your wild encounters.
interesting.
Yeah.
Man, I'd be terrified if I was strolling down Pokemon World and all of a sudden there's like a level 151, Pidgey just chilling, staring down at me.
Yeah, just the buffest bird.
Oh my
The
god.
buffest bird. But that's the
Uh,
kind of fear we're going to experience in the Legends EA DLC dropping this week. Because
I'm
who knows
sure.
how high these levels are going to be. Like, apparently, one of the trailers showed something at level 200, and I'm like, how does that even
Ugh.
work? How does that even work?
Genetically enhanced Pokemon out in the wild.
I mean, one of the side missions you can get from a free download is literal genetically enhanced Pokemon Mewtwo. Literally.
Maybe that's what the DLC is about. Like there's been an escape of genetically enhanced Pokemon that you need to hunt down.
In an alternate version of Lumio City brought about by a little genie that can summon warp rings by virtue of eating donuts. What?
I'm sorry, what now?
Exactly. Just know that they have ring powers, and that is how you get to the area where these level over 100s are.
We're gonna come back to that one day, but not right now. But not right now.
Exactly. Not right now. But that's really all I've been playing on the main front. How about you? What have you been up to?
S- So this past week, I tried to start a all endings run of Chrono Trigger
Ooh.
because it's something that I've never done and I wanted to give it a shot. I wanted to play Chrono Trigger, get every single ending, so that I can say that I did it, right? So I booted up my PC copy of Chrono Trigger,
Mhm.
and 4 times, 4 times in 30 minutes, the game crashed on me.
What?
Yeah, I and I don't even know why. Like, I mean, I built my PC. It's very strong. It has a, 4090, RTX card. It has 64 gigabytes of RAM. It has,
Okay.
which is, like, worth thousands of dollars now, apparently. Um, I have, a fantastic motherboard. It is top of the line PC, and the game crashed 4 times within 30 minutes. So, I had to stop and pivot and play something else. I ended up trying out Hi-Fi Rush, which is a
Ooh.
very, like, when it came out, it was claimed to be a very fun, energetic,
Yeah.
game.
Mhm.
So I was like, "Okay, I've been waiting to try this one out. Maybe I'll try it out now." I tried it out, and it looks fantastic. I love the cell shading, animation of it. Uh, but I'm not sure if I'm getting a grasp on the combat just because of timing and whatnot. Because it's a musical rhythm game, and I I think of myself as pretty musically timed in terms of, like,
You
"Hey, I
got a
can
good
hit the
rhythm
game on
about
the beat."
you.
Exactly, exactly. But this game was giving me trouble,
Hmm.
and I think I might have to go into the settings and fix the latency of when I'm doing button presses, because they do have
Yeah.
a setting that you can alter to make sure that you are, hitting things correctly, that your input is picking up at the right time. So, we'll have to try that off stream to see if I can fix it in time to maybe continue the game, because it is pretty fun. Um,
I was in a similar boat about that game, so good to know from your experience. Because
yeah,
I'll probably have to recalibrate things too, once I start to try it. Which I'm honestly surprised to hear that from you because you have played a decent amount of Dead as Disco.
yeah,
So you'd think the two are similar enough to where I wouldn't say a full crossover of the settings from one to the other, but you'd
mhm,
think like your Dead as Disco experience would translate to Hi-Fi Rush.
yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I thought, but, I went into it cocky, and, I came out humbled. So, it was an interesting experience. But yeah, that's what I've been doing on stream. Off stream, I have been enjoying, more Mega Bonk. I'm going to unlock all characters. I'm going to get the highest score amongst all my friends, which I currently have. Um, Shout out to the Chronic Chaos and Tonka Blanks, who are beneath me on the record, of
Oof.
highest kills.
Oof.
But
Yeah,
but I will
that
say,
basically landed as shout outs to the people who suck. That's basically how that landed, Donut. Are you trying to spur them on? What's going on here?
Yes, yes, I am trying to spur them on because I love competition. When, I think when I started playing Dead as Disco, they have, like, a friends leaderboard as well.
Yeah.
So you can see, what scores your friends got, and that drives me to be better.
Hmm.
When I saw my friends' scores on certain tracks to be, 20,000 points above mine, that got me going and thinking and going like, "How could I beat this? How could I do it?" Until I eventually figured it out and I beat it, and I still have the top scores on that game and all of its tracks amongst my friends. Um, so yeah, Tonka Blanks, the Chronic Chaos, get up on my level.
The
Uh,
donut has thrown the gauntlet, you two.
I will take off this beard and throw it down and show you. That will be my gauntlet thrown, my beard.
By St. Donut Claus's beard.
In fact,
Oh no, he's thrown the gauntlet. He's
there it
gauntlet
is.
beard has been thrown.
The beard has been thrown. I'm challenging you. I'm putting it back on because I like it, so.
I can't throw my beard. I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm I'm a little attached.
But yeah, I've been doing the Mega Bong thing, and I actually got into a indie game,
Hmm?
that is a Metroidvania that is just very interesting in its music design
Hmm.
and also its story. It plays very like Metroid, honestly. Like 100%, it's like a Metroid clone. Um, and it's called Axiom Verge. Um,
I've heard that name. What
yeah,
hmm.
there's 2, it actually has 2 games out, Axiom Verge. But I'm playing through it right now. It's very interesting, it has very cool mechanics. So I'm kinda playing that off stream. So that's kind of what I've been playing. I've also been making my own Lorcana deck finally. I organized all of my
Ooh.
cards by set. I've even reached out to Reddit on the Lorcana subreddit and been like, "Hey guys, how do you organize your cards?" And got a bunch of responses on how to organize. So I'm probably going to look to organize my card boxes even further.
Oh
But
man.
right now, I have one deck that I've built myself, and it is a racer inspired deck. That
A
is
racer
red.
deck.
It is a red amber deck that is built specifically with the racer classification in mind.
Mmm.
Oh, excuse me. I was getting parched.
As we said earlier, hydration is key.
Hydration is key. But we've been talking a lot about what we've been playing and everything, but there's another aspect of us, more particularly Grant, because I'm not the gym bro in this relationship.
Hardy har har. I'm not a gym bro either, dude. If I was, I'd be going to the gym.
But you work out far more than I do. So
It is that what it takes to be called a gym bro these days?
I guess. I mean, I'm just trying to segue and you're ruining my segue. Um
Speaking of
so
hydration being key, one other thing you need to hydrate for is when you want to get on your physical fitness jag. And what other way does video games try to capture some of this but by releasing games and accessories of their own? The fitness game.
mhm.
That be what we're talking about today.
And it all goes back to the Nintendo Entertainment System. With the 1988 release of the Nintendo Game Pad. The
I
Power Pad is what it was
the
called.
the I when you told me about this off when we while we weren't recording, when you told me about this, it kind of blew my mind because the furthest thing I had ever heard about, the furthest back, was those GameCube era Dance Dance Revolution pads that were released. That every console had one of their own. PlayStation had one specifically for DDR. Nintendo fashioned some of those for their GameCube, and it was a preload. It was included whenever anybody bought a new copy of Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix. Like it had a dance pad with the breakdancing Mario on it, and the buttons never worked properly, so your scores stunk. But that when you told me about this power pad dating back to long before I was even born, I was just like, "What? That
Oh, that's right.
existed?"
I always forget that you are like much younger than I am.
I am the babby of this relationship, I guess.
Yes, yes, you are, because that came out in 1988 and you weren't even born yet. So,
Nope.
uh, yeah, I can see why you wouldn't know about this. On the other hand, me going, "Oh yeah, you didn't know about this?" Showing my age immediately.
Eh,
Um,
like I said in another episode, we're getting old. So there we
yeah,
may forget things that even we used to love. So it's fine. It's fair.
mhm.
But yeah,
Uh,
getting back to the power pad.
the Power Pad was released, either by itself with a game, I think it was the Olympic track and field game,
Mhm.
or it was released as part of a special Power Pad, um, like, bundle where you would get the Nintendo, the game, the Zapper as well, and the Power Pad all together. Um, and that was I guess, the first foray into exercise being part of gaming.
First one that would have first one that would exist in our era, that's for sure.
Mhm. What was your first experience with gaming, on video game systems, Grant? Was it DDR?
My you mean exercise gaming? My first exercise game was DDR. I played it in the
Mhm.
arcades, which, that did prompt me to get Mario Mix for my GameCube because I like Mario, I like DDR, I figured support both. That's when I learned that the dance pad didn't work well, and I got super frustrated and ended up listening to the songs and seeing the final cutscenes online because for those who somehow haven't played this decades old Mario spinoff, this was the game where Waluigi was the primary antagonist.
You know what? I
So
could see that. Could totally
I mean
see that.
he has the legs for it, so it works. Um but yeah, that was definitely my first attempt at it. Then back on the Nintendo Wii, they had Wii Sports, Wii Fit, all those motion control games. Got a bunch of those. Mario Party 8 was infamous for a few motion controlled mini games that should have been tweaked because of their primary audience. And I
Mhm.
think our primary audience knows what those mini games are. So I'm not going to replicate the hand motions that were required.
Please. Please, Grant, that's all I wanna see. I just wanna see an out of context clip of you doing this so that we could post it on the socials and be like, "This is the kind of content you want?"
Are you happy about this? Are you happy about this? Is this what you want? And th- and this is how Grant makes the donut crumble every episode.
Oh my god.
But
Um,
yes, that sort of hand gesture.
yes.
Um but then as things proceeded with the Wii, they also had the Wii balance board,
That was
which
mostly for the yoga poses and stuff, right?
for yeah,
Wii Trainer?
for Wii Fit. Um, it did also get some integration in games like one of the Mario Party games, some of the Wii Sports
Really?
stuff, the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games collections. Uh, yeah, it became a kind of used fitness peripheral, or if it's like, oh, we can for sure add this in as another controller peripheral to make it a more immersive experience. Uh, they incorporated it that way. But yeah, my main fitness games were in the Wii era. And then during the pandemic, I got Ring Fit Adventure to try to do the whole
Same.
the whole weight loss thing for the Switch. And I was definitely more used to lifting weights than doing a lot of tension based workouts. So between that and my poorly calibrated living space for the controllers and everything to properly be registered as workout moves, I did the exercises right, but the game didn't register, so it looked like I failed the game a lot.
Oh.
So I kind of stopped playing that due to a bad user experience. But when
Oh,
it did
man.
when it did connect properly, it was actually a good workout and I felt legitimate progress behind it. I did also like the setting that they had where I'm not exactly despite my love of Sonic the Hedgehog, I'm not exactly the running type. So to move, you would have to jog in place. And I'm just like, we're gonna turn that off real quick.
Yeah, no, I also bought Ring Fit Adventures because of the pandemic,
hmm
because I wanted to, be more active, maybe lose some weight or whatever. I still have it, but I haven't booted it up in a long time for various personal reasons. But now that I am moving more often, being more active, I think I'm gonna pick it up again because, like you said, I was able to, feel feel exercise. My muscles were sore after, a day after the exercises. It felt good. I worked up a huge sweat, doing exercises. So, I think I'm actually gonna go back to it sometime soon.
Hmm.
I think that Nintendo, have been at the forefront of incorporating activity into a gamer's, lifestyle
Oh yeah.
because it realizes that, "Hey, look, we need to make sure our fans live longer. So we're gonna get their fat asses up and work them out so that they can buy more things and buy the next Metroid Prime game that has its music for, like, the desert area locked behind DLC."
Where the desert is also apparently very boring, music or otherwise.
Did you hear about that, by the way?
I heard that from boyfriend the other day, but I heard about just the general lack of fun that the desert provides first. So I'm just like, okay, at this point, it's like an open world Metroid for the sake of being an open world Metroid. If the open world, by which we mean the desert, doesn't have anything to do in it except maybe smash a few crystals and locking its music behind either paid DLC and or an amiibo,
Yeah,
like I don't get it.
that's
That that
fucking crazy.
that basically be like saying, okay, for Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, whenever you want to explore Hyrule, you need to slot a specific amiibo in order to explore this region rather than just try to fly over it or unlock a fast travel device to get there.
Right?
I I
It's
don't know.
ludicrous. It speaks to Nintendo's greed. And
Wh-
the more that people buy into it and allow it to happen, the more it will happen.
And and it goes that in a humorous twist of fate, goes right along with what you were just saying about Nintendo being the forefronts of including fitness and movement into games as a part of their design to make gamers healthier. If I may put on my tinfoil hat for a second, is that the plan all along? Was that the main end goal? Bum, bum, bum. I
Yes,
mean,
we will get gamers to get off their asses and work up a sweat so that they will live long enough so that when Metroid 4 Prime comes out, they will be forced to buy more and give us more money.
wow, if Bowser had either one of our villainous laughs, do you think that would be used for the movie? I I mean I mean Jack Black does like Jack Black is the movie Bowser. There is no contesting it, but still. Like, do you think movie Bowser would ever adopt that kind of laugh? Is I guess what I should have
Mm.
asked.
Jack Black, if you're listening, please, 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 please use our laughs as reference for how you move forward with Bowser's evil laugh.
I mean, if he were to actually do that and let us know, I think my brain would explode. So
Bro,
I
bro, don't even. I'm like one of the biggest Jack Black fans. Love Jack Black. Everything that he's done, Tenacious D, uh, even Jumanji, honestly.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, he's been fantastic in everything. Like, the only thing that I will not like that I don't really like about, his, like, whole, discography slash, movie
Filmography.
releases filmography, thank you, would be Shallow Hal. That's the only one.
It's been so long since I've seen Shallow Hal. I kind of forgot that he was in it. Thanks
Yeah,
for the heads up if I ever revisit that movie.
yeah, right? Um but back to our topic. So,
Yeah.
fitness games, have been around since the NES era, and they moved to arcades with Dance Dance Revolution, and then they also had this other, like, light sensor game where you would use your hands, like, you'd be like, like this, and, like, do you remember that game?
Light sensor. Was that on a home console or in an
No, no,
arcade?
no, it was in an arcade. Their
Okay.
arcade would
Okay.
have, like, these, like they looked like little mini drums, and they had ones on the top and the bottom, and I guess there was, like, a light or a laser pointing through the area so that when you moved your hand over it, it would register as a beat. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Like
you
I
know,
the concept sounds familiar, but the name of that game or that type of game just completely lost on me. But
same.
you did remind me that during the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games craze, I remember seeing tons of videos where there was an arcade adaptation of that, where it was just Sonic characters, and the main gameplay controller was a legitimate treadmill that you had to get on in case you were doing any of the running events, like the 100-meter dash or the 400-meter dash or the relay or whatever, or however many of them there are. So you literally have 8 stations with treadmills, each like assigned to a different Sonic character, and for any of the running in the events, you would be on this treadmill actually having to run.
That is wild to me that they would have that in an arcade.
I
A
know, right?
place a place where fat, sweaty people and, young couples with their significant others that are more fit, wanna go for a
A gaming
leisurely
session.
time, you know? Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, who's gonna jump on a treadmill and be like, "Look at me." Like, the most active I've ever been at an arcade was during the light gun games because I would be, dodging, pressing on a pedal to duck. I would be standing there repeatedly and, like, I'm a big guy, so, like, standing without, like, break, stepping on a pedal, dodging, loading a gun if it had, like, a load mechanic that was instead of shooting off screen, you had to, like, cock it or whatever. That was as much activity as I ever got. I maybe stepped foot on a DDR pad once, and it was playing the slowest game I could think of. Um, it wasn't that like, "Ah-ee-ah-ee-ah, you're my little butterfly," or whatever that song was. There were so many songs that were just bananas. You'd see people, like, going all crazy, jumping around. You'd see duos, like, going from their own pad to their partner's pad and vice versa.
Yeah.
It was crazy how many people got into that game.
I've
Um
literally remember seeing people like, because with the arcade grade DDR pads, there's literally this handlebar behind
Yeah,
them.
the one behind you.
Yep. I literally saw people grabbing the handlebar just to let their legs do the work on the harder difficulties. And
Crazy.
meanwhile, I could only get through Love Shine on Novice barely as one of my bests.
The fact that
So,
you remember the name of the song,
fitness game core memory, I guess.
I guess
Um,
so.
Speaking of fitness gaming, gamifying fitness, I guess I want to run something by you because you apparently I am the gym bro of the Banter Bros. Uh,
Good, I'm glad you recognize that.
I mostly quoting you. Anyway, apparently, um, to uh to explain, I do have a bit of a home gym setup, but the main source of the workouts that I do is this standing triangular shaped apparatus, for lack of a better phrase, called the. It's made by this company called Tempo. I got it during the pandemic because before the pandemic, I was an actual gym bro because I did CrossFit 4 times a week. So I wanted to get the weightlifting back in because Ring Fit Adventure just was not doing that. Um, I got this Tempo gym. It came with weight plates, dumbbells, a barbell, and I'd had some other weights and fitness gear from over the years. What this thing does is if you connect a heart rate monitor to it via Bluetooth, it tracks your heart rate and can give you live guidance through the workout to say, hey, you should lower the intensity. Your heart rate's kind of spiking compared to your recommended range. Or if it feels like you're not doing that, it's like, hey, increase the weight on these weight lifts. You're getting through these very, very quickly, like above the recommended range. So, and of course, the workouts that you can pick from are all pre recorded. They're adding more all the time. It is sort of a service gym where it's like $60 a month for it.
Mhm.
And yeah, you can do anything from shadow boxing to yoga to powerlifting to more condensed 20-minute sets. And there's a bunch of filters in there for time length, the groups of muscles you want to work, just the whole 9 yards when it comes to
So
customization.
so what you're telling me is that you bought a, video game, fitness set.
That's kind of why I wanted to run it by you, because does this count as like a fitness game
Absolutely.
in the sense of Ring Fit Adventure, or is it just an automated gym process, which is why you called me the gym bro? Uh,
So, look at it this way, okay? A game is something that has, and this is just my own definition of a game. This isn't like me looking in a dictionary or
got
online
it.
and getting somebody's perspective on it. What
Got
I
it. Got it.
believe
Got
a
it.
game is a system that has a set amount of rules to guide you through a story of some kind,
Hmm.
okay? So,
I can see where you're
your
going with this.
your gym has set rules. It has exercises that are built into it that are, getting added to all the time, as you say. It shows you how to do the exercises like a tutorial in a video game would, right? It keeps your high score, right? How many
Yeah.
reps you do, your heart
Reps,
rate, as
weight
you were
counts, heart
saying, weight
rate.
count.
Yeah.
It shows you your progression in your story, right?
And it even
So
has online leaderboards with anybody else who has the tempo gym.
so
Hmm.
you, sir, have bought a super advanced video game fitness machine. Like, that's what it is. It's
Okay.
exactly what it is.
Well, good to know. I guess to just make it more of a video game, then I need to take advantage of the heart rate monitor feature, which is a little hard for the boxing classes because I augment them with 2-pound weighted gloves on my hands, where
Okay.
the heart rate monitor goes around your wrist,
Yeah,
so does
yeah.
the weighted glove, just to keep itself stable.
Mhm,
So the
mhm.
heart rate monitor would not the connection would be impeded by the weighted glove, and the weighted glove would be all sliding and causing potential injury if I had to put it over the heart rate monitor.
You know what you should do instead? You should get ankle weights.
That's fair. If I were to do kickboxing, that would be a good measurement.
No,
But
no, no. You moving around when you're shadow boxing, yes, you're throwing out your fists, right? But you also have to work on your footwork,
that's
moving
true.
around, changing your stance up. So that will also give you that intended benefit of working out.
I could also, because what I also I guess I'm slowly revealing the qualifications and justification of the gym bro thing. Because what I could also do, um, what the way I do my workouts is that it's like 15 to 30 minutes of either the boxing classes or dedicated weightlifting. And then I go on a walk. On
Mhm.
these walks, I wear a weighted vest
You
underneath
could just wear the
whatever.
weighted vest.
That's what I was getting to. I could just wear the weighted vest instead. And that would help with the heart rate monitor, allow me to take advantage of the features better. Um and yeah, listen to their recommendations more about the classes I should take.
Look at this gym bro over here.
And because it can connect to Bluetooth, like I said earlier, I can pump all of the fitness related gaming tracks out of its speaker and overwrite the music that comes preloaded on it if you want music. I did that once just to see the latency with the Final Fantasy VII remakes. The fitness mini games in
Yes.
remake. The the song in the background of those mini games, I found an hour-long loop,
Ooh.
and I put that in the background of one of these workouts. So where I had the trainer for the workout just telling me what to do, and I was hearing da 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 the whole time, and it's like this is the closest thing to a video game gym I've ever been to. And there once was a gym that I almost went to called Nerd Strong, which had the identity of like trying to be the nerd's gym. But then
Mm.
I looked into it, it was basically marketing. They didn't really they're like, "Okay, yeah, you gain experience points for doing workouts and level up and stuff. Cool. You get that with my home gym thing. You get that with companion apps and other sort of apps that let you gamify life. Your marketing's falling apart fast, Nerd Strong. In fact,
You actually bring up another point. Mobile, Apple, Android devices also have apps that can track your exercises or that can, train you to go
mhm.
into marathon running. Like, I think it's like Couch to 5K or whatever.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
yeah, there's a lot of apps out there that came out a long time ago that were geared, to, gamify your workout experience. So, I mean, they have been there this entire time in the background, but it's never really caught on, in my opinion. Like, video games and fitness are 2 things that catch on with a couple of people, but not everybody.
Yeah. It's really, and maybe this is just a product of when we were younger, because back in my day, you didn't really have the nerd jocks or the jock nerds. You had the jocks who bullied the nerds, and that was it.
Mhm,
You didn't really have this crossover of, wow, nerds can have gym bro hobbies. And it I think that's why it never really caught on as we were growing up, even
mhm,
with the Wii Fits and the balance boards and the DDR pads and the power pad from before I was born.
mhm, mhm,
Like, I think that's just a part of it because society was not ready for nerdy jocks. Society was not ready for it, and I think it
mhm.
is now. And people are just like, what do we do with this? Do we actually do this thing? Is it okay? Where people like us are like, yes, it is okay. Gamify your life. It makes things so much more fun.
It really does. It really does. I mean, they've moved to, like, gamify, tasks that you have,
Yup.
chores even, you know?
Oh, I used to
And
run on an app. I forget the name of it, but if I did a quick search in the App Store, I'd be able to find it again. Literally, it was an RPG with Chrono Trigger style sprites that you could customize with different outfits and all that to level up your character and gain perks for future tasks, or the way I use them, grace periods in case you needed a rest day, just by making a to-do list and getting stuff done,
mhm.
assigning how many points or experience it was worth depending on how difficult you felt that task was.
It's it's there. The backbone for these games to be successful is there. The only thing that keeps on running into is the willpower of its audience,
Mhm.
you know?
Just
Um
like any fitness related goal or New Year's resolution, since we're recording this in the last month of the year, all those are already coming up. It's all about being able to make the habits that justify the gamification of your life and to have it really stick with you. And
Mhm,
that's why I think gamification of these things even got to be so popular, to make the habit more easy to stick with, because it gives you all the feeling of playing the video game and why you can be hooked on these games, but hooking yourself on real life instead.
mhm, mhm, mhm. That being said, Grant, I have a game for you to play.
Okay, that sounded just about as good of a jigsaw imitation as anybody.
So, you are pretty versed in exercise more than I am. So, what
Okay.
I have done is I have put together a list, and you are going to tell me if they are real or fake.
Like the exercise moves?
Yes. M
Okay.
Is this a pro wrestling or a fighting game move, or is it a yoga pose?
It's Mountain Dew all over again. I knew it.
Are you ready?
As I'll ever be. Let's go.
Okay, so again, rules are you have to tell me if what I tell you is a wrestling move slash fighting game move or
Or a yoga pose.
a yoga pose.
Let's see what we got.
All right, here's your first one. Fireman's carry pose.
I believe Fireman's Carry belongs in the first category, wrestling slash video game.
You are correct. Cobra pose.
Cobra is yoga.
You are correct. One winged angel stretch.
Ooh. Up until you said stretch, I was going to say video game because Sephiroth, but hmm, the one-winged angel stretch. I see that's a tough one because when I took yoga classes, nothing was ever called the one-winged angel.
Mhm.
So that's why I am leaning toward the other category.
Sure.
But if it is a yoga stretch, I'd completely understand. So I'm going to give it to the wrestling video game category on that one.
You are correct. It
Whew.
is not only a video game, uh, reference, but also Kenny Omega, the AEW pro wrestler, uses it as his finishing move.
Oh, okay. Wonder if he got it from the video game reference One
He
Winged
did.
Angel.
He did.
Of course.
He's a gamer, very prolific gamer. Chair pose,
Chair is yoga.
okay? Yoga flame pose.
That's from Street Fighter. Come on.
Eagle pose,
Eagle is yoga.
okay? Lion tamer.
I think that's from video game slash wrestling.
It
I don't
is
know if
from
it's from Street
wrestling.
Fighter. Okay.
All right.
I was gonna say I don't know if it's from Street Fighter again, but I don't think it is.
Bridge pose,
Bridge is yoga.
okay? Phoenix position.
Phoenix position. I want to say that's also yoga. Yeah, that's also yoga.
You are correct. Burning hammer pose.
I think that belongs in a video game.
It's a pro wrestling move.
Oh, well, okay. Hang on. I guess I need to clarify the rules now that we're already deep into the game.
You still got it. You still got it.
Okay.
You still get the
Okay.
point for it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Half moon pose.
Yoga.
Cat cow stretch.
Definite yoga. That's part of my workouts from the video game gym.
Sharpshooter pose.
I feel like I've done a pose in yoga that takes inspiration from a sharpshooter or like someone firing a bow and arrow, but I don't recall the name, so I'm going to give it to the wrestling gaming category.
You are correct. The sharpshooter is a submission hold made popular by Bret the Hitman Hart.
Mm.
Wave riding pose.
Gaming wrestling category.
It is actually a yoga pose.
What?
Yep.
Never heard of that one before. Do
Mhm.
you have a breakdown?
So you stand up, right? Arms to the side. Uh
Okay.
you have one leg bent, the other one so it's like leg is bent, this leg is sideways, right? And you kind of
Okay.
rock back and forth with it.
Huh. So that sounds to me kind of like the warrior poses. But I can see why they would call it surf rider because it does look like you have to do those sorts of positions to balance on a surfboard. I can see
Mhm.
that.
Fish pose,
Yoga.
okay? Downward dog,
Yoga.
the Motor City stretch.
Video game wrestling.
Correct. The moss-covered three-handled family Gredenzel pose.
If that's not some sort of a video game special move or a wrestler special move, I would be very surprised.
You're right.
I was fully expecting you to be like, nah, dude, it's a yoga pose, and here's how you do it. I'm like,
Yeah, right. The next one, the spinning cobra clutch pose.
I feel like, no, I was confusing my spinning animal things. I almost thought of that as the spinning bird kick. Either way, I'm gonna classify that to wrestling in video games.
You got it. That's exactly what it is.
Whew,
Lotus pose.
that is yoga.
Okay. Mountain pose.
Yoga,
Child's pose.
yoga again.
Fire breathing pose.
Huh. I'm gonna give that to the video game wrestling side.
You are correct, even though it's not technically from a video game or a wrestling move. It is from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh wow. Okay. That was I am so glad I got the hunch that it was not yoga. So glad.
The Saskatchewan spinning nerve pose.
Video game wrestling side.
You're correct. The corpse pose.
Yoga.
Okay. The stretch muffler pose.
Video game wrestling.
Okay. And finally, the lion salt pose.
Video game wrestling?
You got it, man.
I missed
You
one.
you missed one out of all of these different things. Mr. I'm not a gym rat, bro.
I typically speaking, you wouldn't get a gym rat doing yoga anyway.
Hey
So,
man, I classify you as one of the high tier, gym bros that looks to learn all aspects of the health and wellness, field.
I mean, I mostly to take care of myself because I'm getting older. I want to take care of my body, make sure it can still function well, and weight loss kind of requires to know your body well enough to know how to cater to it. It it really does.
I need to pick up tips from you, man.
Hey, I'd be happy to share my experiences. All you need to do is ask.
Somebody, I think I was on Threads, and I was another streamer, Hogue Like Whoa, shout out to them, posted a pic of themselves in a mirror, and they were jacked. And I was like, dude, I had no idea you were this swole. I need to step up my game so I can be like you. And he's like, he replied back, oh, don't worry, you will be swollen your donut the next
Swole your
year.
donut.
And then I was like, "Dude, why didn't you just use, Senor Swolenut?" And then I said it, and I was
Good
like,
night,
"Wait a minute."
everybody.
I was like, "Wait a minute, that doesn't sound right at all."
Oh my god. The last thing you want are your nuts to be
I know,
swole. The last thing. Oh my god.
right?
And on that happy note, this is where we're gonna end the episode. Just a couple of nuts joking about swole nuts. I have been Grant Patrizio. Currently breaking is Senior Donut. We will see you next time. Good night, everybody.